Flow H2O, saving water one drop at a time.
Primarily, we'd like to thank all of the people that have made this Inventathon possible. Have you ever used water before? I'm sure the answer to this question is yes for everyone. However, have you ever thought about how much water you've used in your lifetime? Or this month? Or this week? Or even just today?
People waste billions of water daily and don't even know about it. This consequences leads to detrimental in the environment, economy, and society.
Statistically speaking, the average American uses 101.5 gallons of water every single day. This is in contrast to the actual amount of water we need per day, which is 80 gallons.
As a result, 6.5 billion gallons of water are wasted daily. This translates to 2.5 trillion gallons wasted annually.
This causes an economical and societal impact. Each of the 120 million American families waste around $230 per year on water.
The environment impact is that the increase in water scarcity equals droughts, which we've seen in California before.
The root cause of these problems is ignorance. So we've developed a solution to provide awareness to conquer this ignorance so that we can solve these problems. We've devised the solution called Flow H2O. What this does is it basically tracks the amount of water that is going through your household and allows that information to be sent to the user so that we're more aware about what we're doing with our water. So we're going to give you a live demonstration of how this works. We've built a working prototype as compared to a model. So what we're going to do is Brian is going to pour water into this pipe, and it's going to simulate the water that goes through a household. And what happens is when he pours water through the pipe, the data will be stored wirelessly into my computer so that I can look at this data. So he's going to go now. While he's doing it, I'm going to kind of explain how this works. Basically, this is a volumetric flow sensor that sends the data to the Arduino board, and then it uses a Bluetooth module to communicate with my computer. From here, we turn the data into a TXT file, and then it's read by a JavaScript reader, and then we use an HTML page to display the data, which we're going to pass around to the judges in a second. So let's take a look at the data that was generated. So if you can see here on my computer, we have a little graph that was generated based on the water flow that just happened. So on this page, you're able to see not only the total amount of water that you use daily, or the water that was just passed through this pipe for this example, you also can see a little tip about how to save water. You can also set a daily limit as to how much water you want to use. So when you're reaching that limit, you'll get notifications on your phone or on your computer so that you don't waste as much water. So if we take a look at this graph, you're able to see how much water you're using per second, as well as when you're using that amount of water. So this is very useful to the user because they're able to see which appliances are using their water, and so they can use this information to conserve the water. In future instances, we'd like to put a sensor on every single appliance so that we can even see exactly how much water each appliance is using. So I'm going to let this go around, and we're going to continue on with our presentation.
So why H2O? H2O is cheap. The cost for installation was estimated to be around $15 to $25. And also with the user-friendly software and application, you get live data right at your fingertips.
Why does our invention solve anything? It makes people aware. That's how it solves. Because when people aren't aware about how much water they're wasting, people just keep on doing it over and over again. But when people are aware about the amount of water that they're wasting, then they're more likely to stop themselves from doing this. It gives people an initiative to save water through the notification system, and also because they're saving money.
If we can have every person save just 6 gallons of water every single day, we would be able to save about 700 billion gallons of water in the US alone. This is only possible using the Flow H2O, as it allows users to view and make judgments on their water usage.
This not only has environmental impacts, but also economic and societal benefits that are just unmeasurable.
Water available for emergencies.
Maintain a green world.
Refill reservoirs.
700 billion gallons of water saved.
And $24 trillion preserved.
All with Flow H2O.